Hello, my name is Massie Munroe. I am a congressional candidate for 2012 election. I'm running within District 28 in California. Thank you for your time and attention to my message through this video. Even though through this video I will be addressing my agenda as a congressional candidate, truly my agenda is based on world peace, which involves the most advanced technologies and the US Constitution. My agenda is applicable to this election and beyond. It extends to the next 100 years. I encourage you to visit my website for more detailed information at www.MassieMunroe4USCongress.com. My global viewpoint. Planet Earth is in a unique crossroad and we are living in an extraordinary time. Our sustainability and civilization is seriously challenged. We are pushed to the limit. Why? Because humanity is at the verge of a major transformation. Therefore, we must re-examine the consequences of our science, education, and technology. We must rethink our ethics and our entire way of life and of that for the future generation to come. Our failure to do so will keep us trapped into the ways of living that led us to a destructive path we find ourselves today. How dreadful and critical do things have to get before we change our destructive way of conduct? We must resolve our global crisis rather than leaving them for future generations. Great thinkers of our time warned us in this regard. Philosopher George Santana stated that those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat their mistakes. Albert Einstein stated, "We shall require a new sustainability manner of thinking if mankind is to survive." At this point, I would like to bring forward my deep-rooted perspective on preserving the US Constitution as one of my Congressional candidate 2012 agenda items. Patriot Act, which was written into law immediately after September 11, 2001, drastically reduced and restricted daily freedom of the American people. Patriot Act violates 4th, 5th, and 14th Amendments of the US Constitution. 4th Amendment is the right to privacy. 5th and 14th Amendments are the right to due process. Without the right to due process, we are under a totalitarian state. Obviously, the violation of due process has direct adverse impact in proceedings of our judicial system. Under the no due processes, we will not experience consistency, linearity, and ultimately justice will not prevail. This is one of the products of a totalitarian state. Our Constitution and our Bill of Rights are the only contracts we have with our federal government. If our contracts with our government is broken, then we as a nation have no standings and grounds for right to life, liberty, human dignity, justice, and pursuit of happiness. Such essence of life is non-existence and a myth. Without preserving such fundamental rights, discussing the blossoming of our economy or environment or any resolution to unemployment is rather a superficial or temporary fix. If we really want to resolve our crisis in hand, first we must move to preserve our Constitution and maintain our existence as an intact nation with strength and stability. Therefore, vote for the candidates who see our fundamental crisis and are willing to promote and work towards a rock-solid resolutions. I will stand firm and would do so with all my strength and ability to make the necessary changes for all Americans. A future with no war and cruelty. At the core of our being, we are not designed for war. The thinking that led to war and violence in 20th century are not the choices we can adopt at this crucial and delicate human transforming time. Every choice is vital. We need a new and fundamental rethinking and conduct in order to live intelligently and peacefully in the future, and we do have the ability to face our entire crisis successfully. Traditional thinking is no longer able to sustain us. We no longer can live based on the assumption of survival of the fittest, aggressive competition, separation of us from each other, the universe, and the collective consciousness. We must live in a unified harmony based on our true nature, and that is we are all one with one another, in tune with our environment and the universe. We must globally build peace, cooperation, and mutual aid towards teamwork based on knowledge, respect for all, wisdom, honesty, compassion, integrity, honor, human dignity, and universal ethics. We walked this crossroad during 1850s, transforming our civilization from feudalism to industrial age. Unfortunately, due to resistance to emergence of and birth of such transformation, the process became bloody. But it finally happened, and we called it Industrial Revolution. Nothing is more powerful than the idea that its time has arrived. Now, at the crossroads, the human race faces another fundamental and major transition, and that is from industrial age and engaging in wars into nano energy technology age and peace. This means a complete and rapid transformation and worldwide peace. Nano energy technology has so rapidly developed in many aspects. This sophisticated advanced technology is here now and readily available at our disposal. US must take lead and make this transformation peaceful, and this is only possible if we have an intact constitution and informed people. The advancement of nanotechnology is state-of-the-art. This technology is one of the most important and crucial resolutions to almost the entire existing crisis, including our current failed global economy. Nanotechnology is manufacturing at a molecular level, which is precise and does not require large areas or volumes. Transformation entirely to this technology and achieving peace is the key to our sustainability and quality of life on Earth. The global leaders and influential entities, including the United States of America, should share the advancement of such technology with all people in all aspects. Unfortunately, this technology is being used to victimize innocent Americans, the atmosphere, and the humanity. Maybe such conduct is justified for depopulation of the planet. If so, the ultimate result is nothing less than catastrophe. To reduce world population, we can easily implement practical, peaceful, and humanitarian plans to achieve this goal. We must give people of the world the respect that they are intelligent and would welcome plans which promotes peace, respect, teamwork, and harmony. I am certain any plan within this limit would be followed by the people of the world in order to reduce the world population. We must learn from the past. During the 20th century, we engaged in more war than any other centuries, and we see that the result. We must refrain from violence, war, and depopulation through such inhuman conduct. This is a manner of sustainability for all and for our planet. Therefore, we must immediately investigate, legislate to ban and regulate non-consensual, unethical human experimentation by satellites and microwave radiation, in violation of the 8th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. In accordance with the 8th Amendment, the excessive bail, unwarranted fines, cruel and unusual punishments associated with the use of these energy weapons and related similar programs must be eliminated. We must investigate, legislate to ban HAARP, that is, high-frequency active oral research program, and similar space weapons that affect human beings by changing their moods, mental states, and inflict inflicts irreversible physical damages. Torture and mind control is slavery in its worst form, and it is in violation of the 13th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. Such violence and war is growing exponentially in the U.S. and around the world. Victims are being forced out of their jobs, leading to complete financial devastation and hopelessness. The ultimate choice is to commit suicide. The statistics are misreporting it due to a bad economy, domestic violence, depression, or mental illness, or victims are forced onto government dependency, food stamps, and disability. Taxpayers are victimized twice by having to pay for this program and in addition paying to keep it concealed. How long the tax base is going to sustain such a massive waste? The combination of the Patriot Act and the loss of right to due process and existence of such programs is an inevitable danger to all. Please see my website and the video of such victims who took their case to the Presidential Commission Bioethics Research and Study, and they are denied of being considered because they are categorized as non-consensual human experimental subjects. This simply means a handful of powerful entities, unauthorized, are taking people into slavery, thus creating an ongoing invisible war, endless sicknesses, and suicides. You may be a skeptic and deny such violence is happening. Alright, then I assure you that I am capable of engineering a device which would distinguish a healthy human body cell from the one who is under such a torturous experiment. I only need a reasonable grant. If I am elected to the U.S. Congress, I will request such a grant, and I am sure there will be enough evidence to ban and legislate such ongoing slavery programs. If I am provided access to 4 satellites, I can bring precise and ample data that who is involved and how this program is administered and operates not only in the US but also around the world. Then the United Nations would have grounds to amend their Declaration of Human Rights to this effect in order to protect people of the world and prevent our planet of turning into a slavery planet under these advanced energy technology weapons. You would ask the question, how would anyone expect to go to the hospitals for their health issues and anticipate getting well if the atmosphere is contaminated and if they are bombarded with these weapons? They are not going to get well. Then how would these healthcare plans sustain such disabilities and sicknesses? Based on my research over the last 10 years, there are alarming number of Americans and people in the world under this inhuman slavery. There are many that suffer severely but are not aware that they are subject to these weapons. If we neglect this fact, our planet is going to be a planet of slavery and mind control. We simply cannot sustain ourselves by destroying each other. The reason we call them weapons because these advanced energy technologies are used to destroy and enslave humans. On the process, they destroy the environment.